Boom, boom, boom. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. It's your boy Enigma September. And this is episode 124, 124th episode of the Enigma Sept Hour podcast, brought to you by Freedom Train Radio. To my YouTube subscribers, thank you guys again for just being here, existing, hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate it. If you're new to the YouTube page or new, if this is your first video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave comments below. Let me know that you're here. Let YouTube know that you was here. And yeah, join the family. Also, too, if you are a subscriber, already a subscriber, and you know, leave comments, let me know, interact. I'm wide open. Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? To any and everything, you know what I'm saying? Just holler at your boy, negative, positive, whatever. Just want to extend, not an olive branch, but extend my invitation to get at your boy. I got my boys Marcus Dupree and Luther Lee on the podcast tonight. So should be pretty dope. And, you know, recording this, you know, talking to you in the future. I'm anticipating it might be a little long. I guess I can add too, yo, if you want to, you can always fast forward to the mid part of the video if you just want to check out the interview. Nothing wrong with that. You check it out in spurts, check it out in parts. That's A-okay. Yeah, so anyway, information below about the people or guests I have on the show, as well as my information below. So guys, make sure to hit me up. Anyway, we go ahead and start with the recording. My phone is already going off. Boom, 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 and we back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you just heard was my man Tareef Knockout featuring Cierra, Alexandria with Believe It or Not. And I started off with that song because they got a video. You can check it out on YouTube, or I guess anywhere you watch videos. Pretty sure it's YouTube. I don't know. Anybody go to Daily Motion? Is that a video thing? I don't know. Anyway, check it out on YouTube. Even check them out on Facebook or whatever. Should be available, whatever. So shout out to Tareef. Shouts out to Sierra Alexandria, the director, everybody else behind it. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, this is episode 124. Hey, give it up. Episode 124 of the Enigma Sept Hour. Tonight, or today rather, you guys will probably listen to this in the morning. I got Marcus Dupree and Luther Lee on the podcast. Let's go and give them props before they can pop up. Wait a minute. Hey, you. Yeah, man. These guys doing a lot for the community here in Tallahassee as far as working with the youth with football. Also, they also play flag football themselves, so they participate in the adult football league here in Tallahassee. Luther actually has kind of been a political spear for a while, so he has that, and most importantly, these guys do live shows on Facebook, which is like totally hilarious about any and everything. They just chop it up, and so I've been wanting to get on the podcast for a minute, and they were available. So here we are. So the name of the live is You, Lee, and Dupree, because it rhymes. I guess we can name this episode E, Dupree, and Lee, because that rhymes. I'm thinking.
Bruh.
Maybe we can work that out. We'll see, man. But anyway, I got a lot of love for these guys. I've known them for almost 20 plus years. If not known them, known of them for at least 20 plus years or whatever. So yeah, it should be dope. Anyway, man, let's all get into the podcast because There's a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. First of all, let's go ahead and get these RIPs out, man. Seems like every week uh, we're losing somebody, rather in the culture or in the general culture that's notable. So, but hey, to be honest, that is life. This is life. It happens, and I'm gonna tell y'all, like I tell Fee all the time, and what I've been saying for a minute, yo, my goal. I got two goals in life. I said this before. I got two goals in life. I'm trying to outlive. I'm trying to not show up on WCTV in a mugshot. Those that live in Tallahassee and the surrounding areas know what I'm talking about. And and I'm trying to outlive Betty White. And I know a lot of people, when they hear that, some people know it's a joke. Some people think that it's, I guess, rude, as if I'm wishing for the death of Betty White. But no, no. I'm trying to outlive Betty White, and I hope she lives and continue to live a long life. Because my goal is to keep it going as long as she keep going. And yeah, there's a lot of people that hasn't happened. And I'm grateful. Like I say, I'm still here, but trust and believe, I want to see that obituary. There's a lot of people who thought they was going to see that obituary who's not going to see it. So, hey, speaking of, rest in peace to Cicely Tyson. We got actress, activist, just queen. Miss Tyson has been. They say I think I heard she was in the industry for 70 years, man. 70. She passed away this week, age of 96, and that's nothing to scoff at. I hope and pray that I not only live that long, but be healthy. It wasn't like she was ailing, wasn't like she was out of it. She had just dropped the book. I think a week prior to the announcement that she had passed away. So it wasn't like she was, in a home somewhere just locked up, desolate or whatever the word may be. No, like that was a healthy 94 years, and yeah, I just want to give her flowers. I think every time I think of Cicely Tyson, I think of the movie Sounder. I don't don't ask why. It's my childhood. I don't know. Also, too, man, rest in peace to famed college basketball coach John Chaney. I'll give him his flowers too. You know what I mean? If I remember correctly, I didn't write down any notes. Joe, if you want to get at me, get at me. But I believe he was longtime coach of UNLV, the Rebels, and they was like beasting on everybody. I think in the late '80s, early '90s. If I'm correct, I may be wrong. Or was it Temple? He coached at. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if UNLV or was it at Temple. It was one of them schools. Anyway, I remember he did his thing. So, and also, this may be lesser known to the general public, and it was announced today. Double K of People Under the Stairs, the underground rap group, passed away today. So rest in peace to him, and also definitely condolences and blessings to the people affected, the families affected. Death is nothing to scoff at. It's affect people in different ways, and I pray that their souls are at peace. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get to the drama. Oh boy, a lot going on this week. I was gonna get into the heavy stuff first, but I'm gonna wait. I'm pacing myself pretty well right now, I believe. Yeah, a good 20 minutes. So I get into like the lesser known stuff I really didn't give a I really didn't care about. I wasn't really concerned. I tell you straight up, I wasn't looking out for this. Um, part part one of the drama is Salt-N-Pepa dropped their biopic on Lifetime. Was it Lifetime? I think it was Lifetime. Which is why I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. My love for hip hop doesn't override my hate for Lifetime television. Doesn't do it, so I didn't. I didn't watch it. But a lot of the grumblings actually wasn't about if the actresses looked like Salt-N-Pepa. Usually that's something people talk about, or any of the inaccuracies of the story. But the main grumblings have been the exclusion of Spinderella, the DJ, Salt-N-Pepa's DJ. Apparently, there had been some back and forth. I guess they reached out, but Salt-N-Pepa and Spinderella had already been going through some legal issues as far as, I guess, her compensation. And there's just been like an argument about how, I guess, integral she was to the. I hope y'all ain't out here watching WWE right now. I just got an alert. Y'all still watching wrestling? I'm just. I know it's not a sports podcast, but good lord. Anyway, but yeah. So, of course, Spinderella wasn't part of the group in the beginning. Actually, I think they had another DJ. Matter of fact, I don't think Spinderella was even on the first album. She came after the second album or whatever. But probably at Salt-N-Pepa's height in the early '90s, mid '90s, she was definitely an intricate part of the group. Even spitting a verse on the famed song, and could it be their most famous song? Got a Man? Was Got a Man their most famous song? I just remember Push It, because Push It got me a butt whooping. That's what I remember. I remember I couldn't sing Push It. Push It real good. Yeah, you know. What that? Boy, you ain't singing that song. Kind of make me wonder. Not throw my dad under the bus. He's a changed man, but I wonder if my dad, my 80s dad, was he mad because I was singing a sexual song, or was he mad I was singing a song that was made by women? I never thought about that. I always thought it was all about me singing a sexual song. Like I couldn't sing, what was it? Sex Me Up by Color Me Bad, you know? But not just, you ain't singing no girl song, boy. Which, in hindsight, he may have had a point. Not 7, 6, 8. Around, I mean, elementary school talking about push it. Do I really want anything pushed? I'm just, yeah. Okay, maybe my dad was looking out. I mean, I can't be mad at that. Anyway, so Spinderella, but she had a verse on Waterman, so a lot of people think she should have been included in the biopic, but apparently it has been and may still be legal issues in which why she wasn't in the biopic. But I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe if they throw it on YouTube or something, man. Who knows? I mean, I just brave the waters. I'm pretty sure they're gonna show it on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. Lifetime 1,000 times. I'll stop by and check it out for research sake. But yeah, speaking of biopics on Lifetime, we got Wendy Williams, her biopic. Yeah, no, I wasn't. But she was making a splash, of course, because, you know, promo, and it's Wendy Williams. One splash was she came out and stated that she had a one-night tryst with Method Man, which was interesting because she was known. Um, because of her and Method Man, probably the most famous interaction was in the late '90s. She reported about his wife's cancer treatment, and Method was livid. Like he was really like, "Yo, I may have to, may end up in the river. Like you can come at me, but don't come at my wife and put out that type of information." Which I understand, honestly, and I'm surprised that there wasn't any, or I'm not sure if there were any ramifications, not physically, but legal ramifications, being that that's medical. You know what I'm saying, HIPAA laws or whatever. So who knows? So to come out and say that she actually slept with him, a lot of people were taken aback. A lot of the Method Man took a L by doing that. First of all, I get the whole Wendy Williams may be a man joke. It's kind of played, but I get it. I'm pretty sure I've said it once or twice in the past. But the Wendy Williams of like the 2000s and 2010s is not the Wendy Williams in the 90s. Like the Wendy Williams in the 90s, yeah, may have gotten it. Y'all tripping. Yeah, we looking at an old lady now. And secondly, like apparently she was doing her thing. Like I remember it was rumored that she got I think Lil Kim got pissed off with her and came out and said that she sucked off Biggie and then Biggie kicked her out. You know what I mean? Like kicked out like butt naked or something. Like I guess she thought she was gonna get some D, and Biggie was like, "Nah, I just wanted to head. I'm straight." So yeah, it's not. I'm not surprised if it's true. Other than at first when I first heard it, I thought it was like recent. I'm like, wait, what? But apparently it's supposed to be like back in the like early '90s when Wu-Tang first popped off. It is what it is. I don't even know why I'm reporting it, but people was clown. I'm reporting it because people was clowning her about it, and clowning Method about it, and in particular 50 Cent, his troll ass. But man, yeah, so it's just been different stuff. And then there's a biopic. Yo, ain't gonna front. I feel bad. I can't talk about. I just said it's played that people think Wendy Williams is a dude. She's not. But I can't front. I did question. I saw the actress who's playing. I didn't research the actress. I don't know who it is. I just saw like the promo for the biopic. And now I'm not gonna front. I was wondering if they had hired a transsexual to play Wendy Williams. I would have thought that would have been interesting. Nothing against it. Don't get it twisted. Nothing against it. But the thought did occur. Like, I mean, the actress, she has, I guess what you say, very strong features or whatever. I get that because it's Wendy Williams. But I was like, yo, that would be wild. Actually, kind of cool. I mean, to give a trans woman the opportunity to play that part, that wouldn't be a bad thing. You know what I mean? Probably outside of, like I said, just a crude joke that people think Wendy Williams is trans anyway, and then to use a trans woman actress may imply that. But on the flip side, on the more conscious side, that wouldn't be a horrible thing. You know what I mean? Especially if that actress could play the part. Screw it. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Plus, Wendy Williams is the one for controversy anyway. So, anyway. But yeah, I say that. Also, let me clear it up. I was not joking. Like, it wasn't like a joke in my head. Like, oh shoot, they got a trans woman to play Wendy Williams. No, I was like legit. Like, what if? That would be crazy. But anyway, so that's what we got, man. I know some of y'all like, don't try to clean it up now. I got a lot to clean up, so I have a lot to clean up. Yo, All right, let's get into the nitty gritty, man. Let's get into the nitty gritty, man. Y'all know the deal. The biggest story of the week. Man, Joe Biden ain't sent out them checks yet. What the hell? No, I'm joking. I ain't waiting for no money. I'm not. Plus, they gotta, if it's gonna send it, them Congress gotta approve it first. I don't think those checks are executive order. Are they? I don't think so. I ain't tripping. I know those people out there that I'm not discounting that, but I'm not hungry for those checks. I'm still working. God has blessed me and Fee so far, so hey, but I do hope that assistance and whatever else is needed go to people that do need it. But we good on this side. Shouts out to GameStop and Reddit. We are good. No dog corn over here. No dog corn. I'm gonna be the last. I'm not a financial guru, so I'll be the last. Yo, but it's kind of funny, like to see all the retail stock people going off and just like, yeah, oh, we're gonna do it to the moon. Like, man, sit your ass. Who's annoyed with it? Huh? Who's annoyed? I ain't see nobody really on some get rich. Like, hey, I ain't hear nobody talking about, yo, I'm about to retire. We won. Like, nah. Okay, you got a couple thousand. A few thousand. That's great. Did your life change? Can you quit your job? No? All right, little hedge. Little hedge fund. I see you, bro. I see you, sis. Whatever. Nah, I mean, props to anybody that do that. That's cool. But, and honestly, I do hope and wish me and Fee get to a point where we start investing and putting money up in that way. But I know I ain't no stockbroker. I'm not finna sit here and act like I'm some mini stockbroker. Put no energy in that. Find somebody who can. That's cool. But I do think the stock market that do work, especially if you're aggressive. I ain't gonna front. That I've had an episode where that money came back nice. So I do understand what it is, but ain't finna dog corn y'all out here. Anyway, story of the week, man. Tiny and T.I. accused of sex trafficking and rape. Yeah. First of all y'all out there making jokes, making light of this, y'all gotta relax. You know what I mean? The allegations are true. This ain't nothing to laugh at. This ain't nothing to joke about. But let me start off with this. Let me preface with this. I am not attempting to speak up for anybody for that matter. But definitely not trying to prove or point to Tiny or T.I. as being innocent or guilty. I don't know. I do not know. Honestly, I don't know a thing. So pretty much all I can tell you is what I've read, what I've watched. I do have an opinion, but as far as trying to exonerate anyone, that is not my job, and I cannot do that, and I will not do that. I don't know Tiny. I don't know T.I. I don't know anybody who's even interacted with them in any manner. So it is not my job to play lawyer. It's not my job to do any of that. I am not a legal expert. But anyway, the story popped off starting with one Sabrina Peterson, who apparently was an old associate with T.I. and Tiny. She got on Instagram and accused T.I. putting a gun to her head. And apparently, supposedly, this happened back in 2007. Apparently, after the story got out, the blogs went and ran with it. Other stories came out about T.I. and Tiny having trice, supposedly with underage girls, drugging them, having sex, and then essentially just discarding them. So this Miss Peterson decided to start interviewing some of these women and put out an invitation on her Instagram for potential victims to contact her to tell their story. She even went a step further and on her IG indicated that she had taken a lie detector test. Now, indicating a lie detector test regarding her accusation that T.I. put a gun to her head. Now, T.I. and Tiny have come out and denied any of the allegations. T.I. essentially said that his wife is innocent. He's innocent. They have done no sexual trafficking, even though he did indicate that he may have trafficked some other stuff. This guy. He was like, we have not trafficked anything sexually. Anything else? Not sure, but sexually, we have not. Of course, T.I. is supposedly Trapper of the Year, right? And he did indicate, he put I guess it was I don't know if it was a live. I saw it on YouTube. Now, the interesting thing is, he did indicate that him and Tiny may have had sexual trice together, meaning that they have invited people to their bedroom as a couple. He did not in the live. No, I'm not gonna try to bring it up, pull up the vocals, but he did indicate or implied that they have done some things in the bedroom. And he also said that they have not forcibly given people drugs. Not saying that they haven't given people drugs while having these trice. So he did leave some open to interpretation while indicating that there was no illegal or forcible actions. Now, the funny thing is that after looking after Miss Peterson's IG page, I noticed something. And this is where my opinion comes in that I thought was interesting. And it's all my opinion, strictly speculation, but I found it interesting. When it comes down to these allegations, they all started from the Sabrina Peterson chick endorsing Felicia Moore. Now, Felicia Moore is the Atlanta City Council, and she's also supposedly getting ready to run for mayor. Now, the current Atlanta mayor is Keisha Lance Bottoms, FAMU alumni, who is also has worked close with T.I. Those, if you recall, during the riots last summer, she had T.I. and Killer Mike come up and speak on the city's behalf to try to quell people from rioting, and she has had T.I. do things with her administration. He's been close with the administration with Keisha Lance Bottom. So looking through Sabrina Peterson's IG page, which was the Glam University, and I noticed that she was endorsing this Felicia Moore. And then even when she accused T.I. of putting a gun to her head, she tagged Keisha Lance Bottoms in that post, as if trying to call out to say, look, this is who you have associated with your administration. And so I got thinking, like, yo, is this political? Like, because it didn't look like she was trying to call out T.I. and Tiny as far as the sexual allegations. That just happened to come about. But it does like she was trying to call Ti out, and in particular, while trying to bring out Keisha Lance Bottoms, and by endorsing her potential opponent for mayor. So try to do a little research, just a little bit, and I saw that, and then later on, I think yesterday, Saturday, went through T.I.'s IG page, and I saw that he posted an article regarding Felicia Moore, and as the city council, she had proposed a city ordinance, sound ordinance against recording studios in Atlanta, and T.I. had something to say regarding her doing that. Now, granted, the article was from 2017, and the ordinance didn't pass, but I thought it was interesting that T.I. put that out, and again made me look at the idea that, again, this may be political. Now, the thing is that Keisha Lance Bottom is not only the Atlanta mayor and very popular being the Atlanta mayor, but she's also has been on CNN. Supposedly, there was, I don't know if it was rumored or confirmed, that she may get a position or have been offered a position in President Biden's administration, which would give a vacancy to the mayor position. Now, the thing about that is, being that she's a Democrat darling, and the thing is, Felicia Moore is as well. However, Felicia Moore may have been or may be in bed with another opponent of Keisha Lance Bottom, a lady by the name of Mary Norwood. Now, Mary Norwood ran against Keisha Lance Bottoms, barely lost actually, and also ran against the previous Atlanta mayor, Cashapp Reed, back in 2009. And she ran as an independent. However, as of late, she has came out as a Trump supporter, supposedly being part of the campaign to get a recount here in Georgia. I'm about to say here in Georgia. Tallahassee close enough. Yo, Marcus, if you watching, man, just hold tight. But I had a screenshot of Mary Norwood retweeting a tweet from Felicia Moore, as just to say that, I don't know, to show that there's a connection. There is some connection. They're not separate. But apparently, not only, of course, Norwood ran against Reed and Lance Bottoms, but also that there was some beef between Felicia Moore and former Atlanta Mayor Reed about because Reed gave out some money to some city employees. It kind of tarnished his administration at the end of his term, but Felicia Moore was like the main vocal critic about that. So it wouldn't be weird if she get tied up in Miss Norwood, and maybe all of this is just a way to try to either push Keisha Lance Bottoms to go ahead and go to DC and leave the mayor vacancy open, or just to either tarnish her name or get her to separate from T.I. to lose whatever star power she may get from having T.I. associated with her administration, and to help strengthen Felicia Moore's reputation. On top of that, there's been a crime spree, if you will, in Buckhead. Ludacris just got his Mercedes stolen at ATM. Some dude got murdered in Buckhead. Now, Buckhead is a rich part of Atlanta, the opposite of Bankhead. And it's actually been a move been called for Buckhead to become its own city. Don't know how it's going to help anything because Atlanta's all connected. Buckhead becoming his own city is not going to stop the crime, I don't think. But yeah, there you have it. So basically, my speculation is that even though all of this stuff about the drugging and underage people and all this other stuff, man, which is sickening, if true, might not just be entertainment fodder. It might not just be rumors on blog sites. It may be a deeper connection. I'm not sure. It's just my observation and what I've seen. Y'all can check it out for yourselves. Go research for yourself. See what you find. It's gonna be hard because I know Sabrina Peterson. She erased everything she had prior to calling for the victims, and anything dealing with Sabrina Peterson is not on her page at this point. But I did screenshot it, so I do have proof that she did endorse Felicia Moore. And the fact that she erased it makes me even more suspicious that this may be a political hit job more so than just these allegations. Now, again, I'm not trying to exonerate T.I. or Tiny, and if they did it, fuck them, get them out of here. But this might be, more than meets the eye. So anyway, we're gonna get into the next song, man. My man hit me up about this. Shouts out to my man Marquise. We're gonna give you this Mr. Knight, What I Need here on the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby. Boom, 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 and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour, which you just heard my man Mr. Knight with What I Need. And we got my boys in the building, Marcus Dupree and Luther Lee. What's good, fellas?
Yeah, what's up?
Now, of course, got y'all boys on here primarily because I'm ugly and I need some pretty faces on the podcast. So people go to the YouTube.
Oh, you might be in trouble. You wrong to do it. That's your thing.
Yeah, I got all y'all teeth right now,
Most of them.
No, I'm holding on to mine. I'm holding. I'm trying not to go to the dentist.
In the jar by the bed.
Like, don't do it. No, don't take my precious teeth. I've had them for 40 years. Actually, I think I'm straight with them. I had my teeth for 40 years. That's a good run. I think I'm all right.
Right, you good. That's legit, right there. That's almost a Tom Brady run.
I'm saying, I'm the GOAT of teeth right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, no wisdom people, none of that.
We're going to get you a trophy. We got to get you a trophy.
Shoot. I can do that. Hold on.
Oh
my God. Yeah.
False.
I ain't gonna front. One of them chipped. One of my teeth chipped, but it's like in the back. You really can't see. But other than that, speaking of teeth, this is something weird. This was weird. This gap. I don't know if you can see it because the doggone light so bright. This gap. I didn't have this gap in high school.
It's custom, man. You earned that. Hey, you've been biting down in too many pecans or watermelons or something. Whole watermelons or something. You've been biting down in.
Apparently, no. I think what happened was when my wisdom teeth finally did come. Like, it shifted my teeth. Right. Yeah, something. Yeah, that's the only because there was no change. But I just know like it was a little piece like when I graduated from high school, and then after 3-4 years later, it's about as distinct as you can see it now. So
it's a PG-13 or is it adult?
Oh, fuck that.
Fuck that. I tell you the solution to fill that gap later on if you're trying to do something about it. But that's I just say throw some gold teeth. Go throw 6 to the top.
Do what?
Throw 6 to the top. 6 gold teeth to the top. You can take it out when you run the professional people at work and stuff. And they pop it in. When you're on your own time.
Fuck that. I'm getting money up, man. I'm getting them porcelains, man. There you go. That's the new goal, nigga. Them portions.
Right.
Like flies out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Flies out here cheesing everything.
Right.
Like, nigga, we know you got Washington's, dog. Chill out. Nah, man. Off top, I guess. Like I said, I really want to have you guys on here, mainly because you guys got the Dupree and Dupree and Lee. You, Lee, and Dupree.
Right.
On Facebook. I think is great.
Yeah, we were
I see me in the comments over. Yeah, and just super dope. So I was like, yo, I really want to have y'all on the podcast. First of all, still the energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get paid. Like, y'all come do
it. We with it.
On the flip side, also too, man, I'm just proud of you boys, man. I told the audience earlier, I either known y'all or known of you guys, damn near 20 years or whatever, and both of you guys are stand-up dudes. Anything, just give y'all props. You know what I'm
saying? Give us our flowers while we here.
Huh?
I said, give us our flowers while we here.
Yeah, real talk, bro. Real talk. Like, and I mean, I know as far as, you know, one thing we both got in common is our ties in flag football. I coach, you know, for what, damn near 13 years before I went on the Pop One. It felt like it, for real.
Right.
It felt like 30 years. I'm like, am I doing this again? Like, I ran to one of my kids' dad, and it's funny because I see I got the picture of the kids right in front of me, and I was like, hey, how the boys doing? He was like, yeah, Pool Bell. That's the oldest. He in college.
Whoa. Wow. Like what? Like visiting?
Right. I'm like, because the picture I got on my case, he like 8 years old. Right. So my brain.
Right.
Like, oh boy, like, nah, he a freshman in college.
Yeah.
Like, jeez. And I think one of my oldest babies on my first team, I think she about to graduate from college. She about to graduate from FAMU. So
just like that.
Yeah. It basically. Yeah. I just need Mackenzie to grow. Now, hold up.
It'll happen
already.
Man, don't rush that. That's what I want back. Right.
No. I'm good. Nope. She's 4. I want her to. She can't. She already talking about, Daddy, I'm about to be 5, and then I'm gonna be 6. I'm chill out.
Right.
Relax. So, but anyway, just want to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, give y'all props, man, y'all flowers for what y'all have done in the community. Also too with Luther, you know, running for office, and then I'm trying to think, what's the joint you got now? You policing the police now? Are you policing the city?
The Citizens Police Review. So we're gonna see, man.
Policing the police, boy.
I wish. Right now, the structure is not quite what the community asked for, but it's a start, you know. And I think as long as we don't let it turn into a PR fluff thing for the city, or like a police bashing committee, you know, for the citizens, and we actually try to work together and get some, I think it'll be all right. I really do. It's a good start.
No doubt. I can respect that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people, you hear a lot of people, especially online, especially on Facebook, talking whatever, saying this need to happen, that need to happen. But there's only a few people that I really look at, that I really value their opinion when it comes down to stuff like that, because they've actually taken action. You know what I'm saying? And that's you. That's my homeboy wife, Talithia. My man Jamal still out there, Solar, like people that actually doing stuff and not just typing shit on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Even myself, like I just know I ain't out here doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here putting boots to the street, you know, saying doing whatever. So that's why I try to limit my opinion to whatever, because you know, unless you doing something, like, bro, I ain't even trying to. You know, you can have an opinion, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But unless you really take some action, like all you doing is blowing high there, and I can't rock with that. Especially if you just blowing high, you just pointing fingers at everybody and ain't doing nothing. Like, damn. But regardless, man, enough of the bullshit. Let's get to the bullshit. How did y'all decide to come up with, you know what I'm saying, the live joint? Like, what made y'all say let's do this for real though?
Probably had some liquor involved. And you wanna.
I don't know. I can't really pinpoint what made us. I think we just always, you know how we always sit around and we had dialogue. You know, you talk and you have conversations. And I always wanted to do podcasts and talk shows anyway, just because I like to run my mouth. And then we just think about, like, what if we take the normal conversations that we have sitting around the barrel or sitting around the man cave and actually put it on and make it an actual thing. We're like, let's just try to do it on Facebook Live and see what happened with it. And we were surprised that like people actually want to hear, you know, our opinions on important stuff. Like we talk about important topics, you know, everybody knows the relationship topics. We talk about relationships. I think we got 3 different relationship shows that got over 1,000 views.
Yeah, just on the first run.
And we were thinking more so, let's just do it just for fun, just for shits and giggles. We weren't like thinking about making it a retunely thing. Am I saying that right?
No, routine.
And then we start getting the feedback. Like, oh, people actually like this. Hey, this is actually kind of fun. Let's try to do it regularly.
Messages in the inbox saying, "Hey man, when's the next one?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" Hey man, we had people how much it meant, like how they're sitting there with their spouse or significant other, having dialogue about our dialogue. You know,
right?
It just kind of took off from there, right? It was. I mean, we world famous now. Everybody knows us, so it's.
I don't know about that.
We got people and stuff, you know.
Y'all popped off when y'all started that shit with Vic. I think that was.
We ain't started.
We started that.
What is going on? Like,
listen, that thing hurt my feelings. That thing hurt my
ain't
feelings.
No what's happening. I saw he post something. I saw Dupree post something. I'm just like, I saw this person posted something. I'm like, I'm seeing subs. I'm like, hey, yo, what is he talking about?
Flag football, man. Flag football. Not even that serious.
I'm like, adult flag football at that. I'm like, what yo?
Right.
Sitting
there.
Like,
right. It turned into something completely unnecessary, man.
Yeah, but everything's cool now, though, right?
Yeah. It always was with me. You know,
friend, delete.
Yeah. I mean, he had a. I think it really was miscommunication, He didn't have all the information he needed, but he took what he thought was the information and made an assumption. So I never had a problem with him anyway. I was just really seriously, I was just trying to understand where the rift came from with him. But he wasn't. Right. I mean, now I'm going to make a show about it, but you know that's a whole other topic. But you know, yeah, we good. I never had an issue.
That's a nice answer. I walked away from the whole thing. I've known Vic longer than I've known most people, so that shit hurt my heart. I said I ain't know it was that serious for him to be coming out of character, or maybe that is his character. I don't know. It caught me off guard. So it was some things said.
I think. Right. Now, Vic always been like he cool, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I kind of figured he could pop off, but not like, I don't know. He been cool with me, you know what I mean? I was in the same class. So he was always kind of like, I don't want to say little bro or no disrespectful shit, you know what I'm saying? But You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really, that's been the homie. So actually, like I said, when I saw shit pop off, you know what I'm saying? I figured it wasn't nothing because I'm just like Facebook, whatever. Y'all talking about, it's banter. So I ain't really think it's serious. But it still was kind of like I was hoping cooler heads prevail because hell, I went to class with Marcus' sister. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like y'all, they kind of the same in my sphere. Like, all right, went to school with y'all, so you know what I'm saying? Y'all like little bros or whatever. Not disrespectful, y'all grown ass men.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like seeing little bros like going back and forth. I'm just like, all right, this is kind of funny. You know what I mean? I ain't really looking at it like, oh man,
ain't no pressure.
Yeah, it just is what it is. One thing I'm big on nowadays, man, is energy. Man. You got to keep the right energy in your circle and love people from a distance, man. You just set your boundaries and forward. You know what I mean? Is what.
Yeah. That's what it come down to, man. Plus, nigga, we old as hell, nigga.
Right.
Like, hey.
Right. What I look like.
Right.
I have so much going on a daily basis. Right. I don't even have time to have a negative mindset or be getting into it. And, you know what I'm saying? Like I left beefing in high school. Like I don't got time to be mad about it. I ain't got time to be, worrying about, if me and you got to see each other. I ain't got time for all that. I need positive energy only. And I don't even got time today to be negative. Every time, how I look at it. The time I spend being negative, I done lost money or I done lost time in being productive. So I don't even got time. I can't even allow it to affect me like that.
Life is legitimately too short for dumb stuff.
And like we damn near 40. In your 40, you spend too much time mad. And next thing you know, you 60 and you like, damn, I didn't come at this point.
Man.
Right. I mean, stroked out.
Right.
It's stressing.
I said in the beginning of the podcast, I was like, there's two things I'm trying to do. One, try not to show up on WCTV on no mugshot. Right. And two, I'm trying to outlive Betty White. So I ain't finna do nothing. You're gonna have me out here broken out, stressed out.
I'm with it, man.
Miss a blessing, a negative blessing too.
Right, exactly. Because you don't need those connections, man. You don't want nobody looking at you sideways or whatever. Just to clarify for anybody listening or watching, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but love for Vic. You ain't bashing nobody. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Don't get it twisted.
Not at all.
And on the flip side, I ain't gonna reach out to nobody. Just clarify. So Vic, if you are watching, bro, just IM me or something. I'm not gonna have you trying to clarify nothing.
Crazy.
Anyway, beyond that, man, y'all got to stay on the positive. Y'all got the Tallahassee Unconquered, the organization y'all started to get these kids out here, man, on the football field and keep them from, getting some foolishness. What was the science behind that? Like, what made y'all come up with this organization?
Dupree got the passion. He gonna.
It came from me because I've been coaching flag. I used when you was out there coaching flag, Dad was out there coaching flag. I've been coaching flag since my son was 5. So I always did that part of it, and I always use sports to help the kids that are like me who made the mistakes I made, because I know when I played sports, I didn't go as far as I could have because I made bad decisions, made bad choices. So I always if I can get the opportunity to help some kids that may be in the same predicament I'm in, to say, hey, ain't cool now, gonna have you in your 30s wishing you would have made some better decisions. So I use it as, hey, I want to make sure that I messed my own life up, but how can I make up for that? Because I can't turn back and have the time, but I can have an effect on some kids now to say, hey, don't do what I did. Take advantage of opportunities you got. Make sure that you think about your future every day. Even if you're 8 years old, you should be thinking about your future. Don't let nobody tell you got to wait till you in high school to start thinking about a college, and don't make nobody think you are in middle school to start thinking about high school. No, 8 years old is great enough age to start saying what college you want to go to, what you want to major in, how you want your life to play out. If you want to be a business owner, you want like all that kind of stuff. Because most people don't have those conversations with our youth. And that's the black youth. The black youth, nobody's sitting the black youth down and saying, what do you want to be when you get older?
Let's map out your life.
Yeah. Do you want to retire at what age, and what do you want to do after you retire? Like, we don't have those conversations. So that's why I wanted to get in and say the stuff that I didn't get and I know our youth don't get, I want to be able to give it to them, as many kids as I can. And then Luther did the business side of it, because I was doing it for free through the city and on my own. And then Luther came aboard and we were doing it. And then we was like, let's make it
be a little bit easier.
Let's make it a thing. Like, we were just doing it just because I felt like it was the right thing. Yeah. Not just because I wanted to make. I didn't have the vision of I want to make this a business. I was like, no, I'm doing this because this is my calling. This is what I feel like God has for me to do. Get out here and talk to these kids. So
the more people we talk to, the more people say, hey, why don't y'all, form a nonprofit? And then we say, you know what, that's a good idea. Hey, it's people out there who will help, believe in what y'all are doing, and da 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 da. Why don't y'all make it official business? And so it's just kind of one step after the next. To the point now we're actually a 501c3 registered Florida nonprofit, like with building curriculum, like, we're establishing more and more. It's more than just on the field, and it's way more than just football, way more than sports. We're expanding, different categories of sport. Like it's becoming a real organization. Real organization. We've got people that's trying to help. And we're learning and growing, and y'all want to send checks and money orders, we'll take them, you know what I mean? Like,
go and give them that information. Let people know, you know what I mean? Let them know how they can get at y'all, whatever, to get them donations to you, you know what I mean?
Shit, easiest way is unconqueredjr.com. Right? We're on Facebook, Tallahassee Unconquered. We have multiple, so Tallahassee Unconquered is a big umbrella. And then we even have adults. Most people don't get into the science of it, but there's not very many. Most programs that serve the youth cut off at 17. So we started a semi-pro team to cover the 18 to 23 demographic. Because if you look at violence and statistics, especially in Tallahassee, it doesn't just stop once they turn once they turn 18. Oh, the kids have, everything's easier for them now. Not at all. They actually lose access to a lot of resources. Right. And so we said, you know what, let's try to keep them in our circle as long as we can. So we started anywhere from, on paper it's 13 to 17 and 18 to 23. But reality, we've got kids that work with us that's 9 years old, 8 years old, our own kids. So it takes a village, it takes a community to really do this. And I think we're trying to embrace that whole, strategic partnerships and just sharing. The more you share your passion, the more we're finding out it's other people that have similar passions, and they're trying to recreate the wheel and forge it on our own. We're all about, sharing that energy, linking up, making a way together. There's no need for us to recreate wheels that are already spinning. Let's see how we can fine tune that engine and do our part to push it along further. So, that's kind of my passion was always, I took from the community for the first half of my life, right? I was a knucklehead that did a bunch of dumb shit. And then there was a changing point in my life where I said, this is not how I want to leave my legacy. My brand has to matter. Your reputation takes years to develop, and mine was pretty shitty. You know what I mean? I'm saying that probably being a little harsh on myself, but people knew I used to do dumb stuff and steal and do all that. I said, that's not how I want to leave it. I have to give back to this community for this world to be better. For this world to be better, to give back. So it was just a great partnership. I love sports. I'm a football guy. Dupree's like 100 times more into football than sports in general. And so just fate, man. I mean, I don't really know how to describe that, how we connected, but It seems to work. People like us. The kids, we got to take them to the World Championships in January. That shit was crazy, like life changing. These kids had never seen showers with 2 heads in them. Like the waterfall thing, rainfall shower, mind blown. And they bathing in it for 3 days. You know what I mean? Like it's it's just amazing the stuff that these guys don't have access to or even perspective on. And then we get to provide a vehicle as the sports program to really show them these things, and that there's way more to life than what you may or may not have seen already. You know, you don't have to be the king of your neighborhood. It's a big world out there. You could literally choose to do something completely different than everything you've seen up to this point in your life. So just, you know, it really it's humbling to be a part of it. So that's kind of why I'm at.
Like, that what y'all doing, man, is extraordinary. Like I said, seeing y'all, just knowing of you guys, you know what I'm saying, when you were younger, and seeing you guys, you know what I'm saying, mature and matriculate through life and becoming the men that you are, the family men, the businessmen in a sense, you know what I mean? Just doing this, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, salute. That's all. I can't do nothing but salute. You know what I mean? And again, go back to what I was saying before. It's a lot of people that sit around and talk about what should be done. You know what I mean? But y'all actually out here putting action. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you got official paperwork set up to say, look, this is what we doing. We covered. You know what I'm saying? Like, the feds know what we doing. The state know what we doing. Like, this is on paper. You can go and research our stuff, and we here. You know what I'm saying? We doing this. And for y'all to be doing that, man, and still, you know what I'm saying, still be as cool as y'all are, and still being able to be accessible to the public and all this other stuff, man, like, bruh, like, ain't nothing but salute. Ain't nothing but respect, bruh. You know what I mean? And especially like me being, like I said, volunteering my time with kids, and then also too just being a father myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do nothing but salute y'all, man. Like it's just, just salute, and y'all just keep it up. I'm gonna support as much as I can. This, you know, putting you guys on this platform is just, you know, just a little drop in the bucket. But and also too, just to be known, anybody, if you listen to the podcast, the information will be in the bio below. If you're watching the YouTube, I'm gonna have the information on the video. So y'all make sure, do what y'all can do, you know what I'm saying, to donate to these guys. Y'all hear the work. I've seen the work. I've seen them out here in the field, you know what I'm saying, and they're already cats that I've already had elevated in my mind as cats is out here really doing things or whatever. So so I completely endorse y'all, man, and support these boys, man. I'm definitely proud of y'all, man.
OnlyFans link coming soon.
Hey, yo, we out here like Fat Joe and DJ Khaled, boy. We're gonna do a silhouette challenge.
Let me tell you, we raised the silhouette challenge. Listen, we raised a bunch of money for these kids to go to this trip, right? And 5 of my own. I know the kids can eat. When I tell you that these kids ate all day, every day, I say, where are they getting all this food? Man, I could not understand them.
Yeah, nah, I couldn't. No,
bro.
You know, like teenagers.
We need our only support. Yeah, we
had 13, and we had 13 hungry teenagers.
But these kids was eating everything all day. I said, man, we got to figure out how to raise more money.
Hey, you have to do it. I'll let the wifey like, look, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be partial nudity. They ain't gonna. They show one nipple. They gonna see one man nipple. We're gonna show them one.
I'm doing feet on.
You know what I mean? Cause I figured OnlyFans, the idea isn't to keep providing content. You just want to get a few perverts in there
That's it.
To unsubscribe, right? You just keep collecting.
Keep it going.
Right.
That's it.
There's a couple perverts coming in, just forget about their credit card. You know what I mean? And we good to go.
Then you raise your shit rate. You got them. That's that.
We raising it up. And you send me a tip, $5 tip. I don't know nothing about no OnlyFans. I don't know about no tips. I'm not implying that I know anything about OnlyFans. At least I don't know nothing about no OnlyFans, baby.
Right.
Oh, you did research.
Yeah, I Google a lot.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Now, yo, we're gonna go to these next tracks, man. We're gonna come back with my boys, Marcus Dupree and Luther Lee. We got my man Ro-Thoro on Tareef Knockout with Keep Dreaming, and my man Joshua with 1349 Freestyle. And we'll be right back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby. Boom, boom, boom. We'll be back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you just heard was my man Ro-Thoro and Tareef Knockout with Keep Dreaming. Actually, the boys dropping a video for that soon. So shouts out to Ro-Thoro, and screw you guys for not putting me in the video. That's fucked up. I thought we were friends, guys. Anyway, also my man Joshua with 1349 Freestyle. I got my man Marcus Dupree and Luther Lee on the pod. Again, man, I appreciate y'all boys for everything y'all do in the community. Appreciate y'all boys for being on this podcast. Appreciate y'all boys for entertaining us, you know what I'm saying, through the Facebook Lives and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Another question I have, I just thought about. It's funny. It's just random, super random. I just realized I'm gonna have 2 podcasts with somebody named Marcus on the pod. It's 2 episodes in a row.
I'm sure you're doing numbers.
Only be one.
Yeah, it's gonna pop. This episode should pop. I ain't gonna front. I'm expecting. I'm expecting people to be like, "Oh, Marcus and Luther over there. I'm gonna check this out, see what they talking about." And they gonna see my face for 30 minutes, like, "Well, where my boys at?"
Don't put the you know how in the comments they'll say shit like, "Go to the 6-minute mark" or whatever. Don't put that in there. Just they have to watch the whole thing.
I already did it. I did it in the beginning of I won't put it in the advertisement. I won't do that. But yeah, actually, the beginning of the show, I was like, "Yo, if y'all want to check out the interview, go to the 30-minute mark."
That's
skip all the salacious information about T.I. and Tiny. Just go and
you know what's going on with it.
Apparently, folks,
man. Yeah, they
might have to watch it.
Not to rehash it, but I think it's political. I think it's some political stuff going on behind the scenes, dealing with Keisha Lance Bottom. So I think that's why everything is popping off. Now, granted, I'm not sure if it's not true or not.
Yeah,
it could be, could not be, but I think what a lot of people are missing is I think this may be a political thing. How far deep it is, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking it's politics, man.
I'm not surprised.
You gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful about them things. And of course, with entertainment today, people just run off with whatever. So you put any information out there, and people gonna run with it. It's the gift and the curse of celebrity. You know what I mean? So yeah. But before we get up out of here, man, is there any parting words? Anything you want to let people know? Maybe give a shout out to your wives. Let them know you love them.
My wife not on
social media. Sort.
You know I love her.
I thank you for putting us on the show. You know, for even thinking about having us on the show. You know, giving us a shout out, to saluting. One as males, we don't look at telling each other that they're doing good jobs, and we don't look at saying salute you, bro. You keep doing great. I don't know if the society or the culture has made us think it's weak to give, you know what I'm saying, give your boy a compliment, you know what I'm saying, compliment on his success. And I know I pay attention to what you're doing. And we need to do that more, especially as black males, because we, you know, not many people are patting us on the back. So at least if we pat us on the back, we, you know, somebody even if you're not doing it for a pat on the back, it still feel good to have somebody to say, hey man, I know I don't talk to you on a daily basis. I know we don't hang out. I know we're not like closest friends like you might be with some of your other friends, but hey, I see what you're doing from afar and salute you. I say salute you too on what you're doing with your podcasting. You know, I look up to you and you probably don't know that, but I look up to you in a sense of because I want to do podcasts and doing podcasts.
Right.
So salute you on what you're doing too. You watching you and see what you're doing. I used to be discouraged on whether I could do it. I chase a dream, and then I see you doing it, and every time I see you, I'll be like, you know what, Daniel was showing me that I can do it too. So, you know, just let you know that you motivate me.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, bro, no doubt. And honestly, like I said, with the content y'all bring, you know what I'm saying, like that would make great content. First of all, and second, like the main thing is just consistency. You know what I mean?
I gotta get better.
Yeah, mainly what I strive for is being consistent. Also, too, quality. Quality is important, but the main thing for me is just constantly just going at it. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I have weak shows. I have shows where the guests, don't show up like last minute. Just be like, I can't do it. I just gotta wing it. You know what I mean? Now, granted, I have been blessed with experience. Um, 'Cause I did start. I started podcasting before podcasting was a thing.
Yeah.
And so I do have experience. So I honestly I can see it for an hour and just talk to myself. That's what's weird.
Right. Yeah, I can do the same thing.
Yeah. If you can see it for an hour and talk to yourself, it's pretty much nothing. Just turn on the mic and just go. That's it. Just go. Don't think about it. Don't try to. I mean, me as a Libra, like we overthink things or whatever.
Yeah, I'm a Libra too, and I do the same as that.
Just go, bro. As a fellow Libra, just go. Just do it. Don't worry about everything else will fall through. But we love to outthink ourselves out of stuff. And again, that's why I'm proud of what y'all doing because it's stuff that I would have wanted to do. Like I said, I've coached kids and I try to. And my thing is, even with my babies, when I was coaching like 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds, I was still trying to instill things in them, hoping that it'll grow as they grow older. So when they do go to college, I'm hoping that something I instilled in them when they were 5, help them when they are college freshmen. But the fact that you know what I'm saying, you guys have taken this and not having to be tied to an organization like the city and building your own organization and doing all the paperwork and all the other stuff that a lot of people may not go into. A lot of people like to do. It's easy to do stuff freestyling, but to actually plant something, you know what I'm saying, where it's on paper and black and white, and you can sit there. That's not so easy, and a lot of times you kind of get tricked out of that, or think out of that because like, oh, I don't know if I don't know about signing my name on stuff. So the fact that y'all actually putting that thing on paper and doing it, like I find that very, very important. It's the same thing, man. But sometimes you just gotta go, and then sometimes you just go do it, and then maybe make it kind of solidify it later. Sometimes you gotta do that, and this, even with the podcasting, just go at it, and then as you go on, just solidify. Like, I'm still trying to do more with this to solidify it, so it is more official. You know what I mean? Like me and my wife, we think about not thinking we're gonna end up doing it anyway. But you know, starting the LLC. So you know, the C2 photography. I'm doing podcasts. We're doing this media stuff or whatever. Yo, set it up. You know what I mean? And I know about it. Talk about it every day at work. All day, every day, I'm S corporation. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right,
Yeah.
I know the difference now. Yo, let me
Send it form. Yeah.
I tell somebody the other day, sales and used checks. Like, come to me. I can tell you about some sales. If I can tell you about anything right now, I can tell you about some sales and used checks.
Before we get too far, man, I want to say too, I salute you for sure, and not to sit around and just pump each other up, but most people really don't know the level of commitment that it really takes to coach kids, especially if they're not your own kids, but like for the city, and the level of sacrifice and concern and just how involved you really have to be a decent coach. I mean, some of these guys get out there for a year, call last because they moved on to the next level, whatever, but you didn't even have a child for a while.
Right.
And still committed to trying to do something good for these kids. And, you know, I mean, all of us have at least gotten a few emails where the city say we don't have enough coaches. And he's like, dog, do this shit this year, this season, whatever. But the kids need it. You know, what else are they gonna do? Yada, yada, yada. So I appreciate you, man. I mean, the music and podcast aside, I think that's amazing what you're doing. But your level of commitment over the past 73 years or however long you've been coaching this at this point, it's amazing. I appreciate you.
Nah, man, I appreciate that. It really it's different from my daddy. Like he had been doing it. Gotta be 15 years. He was going on his 30th year. We didn't do it this past year because of COVID-19. But he had been doing it for 30 years, so I just jumped in because he had been doing it. And so, you know, you see your daddy doing something, you want to follow the steps. And I was ain't gonna front. Off top, I was about to graduate from FAMU, thinking like, yo, I'm gonna get some, you know what I'm saying, get some volunteer credit real quick. Get my little resume. But I fell in love with it, man. I fell in love with it. I love being out there with the kids. And again, my thing was actually being able to instill like certain habits, you know what I'm saying? Certain morals, if you will. Not necessarily on some, you know, not like Christian or religious, but just hard work, dedication, teamwork, communication, stuff like that. Even at that age, like instilling that in them so that they can have something to move forward. And they're actually being good at it just kind of came with experience. If anything, a lot of people came at me hard off top because I was my dad's son. And my dad had been like killing it. So they was like, oh, that's Coach Nate's son. Like, yo, I don't know nothing. He been beasting. I don't know what I'm doing. So it was like kind of crazy in the beginning. Right. Like, yo, chill. But after a while, it kind of came second. The coaching came second nature. But the focus was just really trying to teach these kids stuff. And oddly enough, I was actually backing out of it. Mainly because I had a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, my daughter is coming of age now. She's 4. And my thing was just like, I can't. Either she's going to need a coach. I'm going to be there. Or, you know, whatever she's doing, I can't justify not being there if I'm doing this. So, but we're going to see what happens. I did tell my dad. My dad did say he's gonna come back this year to coach. Baby should be his final year, and I told him I coach with him. So we'll be back in the fray come this fall. But
if you ever want to coach, if you ever want to coach with Tallahassee Unconquered travel flag, we'll take you.
Hold on, let me ask real quick while we got. Is it flag or what? Because I know you do a lot.
Y'all get at me. I can't say no. I can't say no. We have to comb out the particulars to make sure I can do it. But no, I'm with it. And I, honestly, y'all kind of put me on Front Street. I can't sit here and talk about product and everything y'all doing. And then be like, oh, E, behind the scenes, he wasn't with it. Right. So I can't say no.
No, hey,
but
no, we're talking about it on the show.
We're gonna talk about
particulars. I'm with it. I'm with it. But yeah, man. So the thing is if we can work that out, do that. Like I said, jump into it with my dad come the fall. And I'm thinking by winter time, my daughter should be old enough to play soccer. So we'll see if she's a student. I already worked with her already. She pick it up every day already. So I'm like, ready. Yeah. She pick up real.
That soccer season be cold, boy. Both of my kids played it, boy. I'm just like, boy, I know I love my kids because I'm like, hey, boy, that kids be cold. Jesus.
No, I was used to it. I love it when it's cold. Plus, I played at Ricketts. You know what I mean? Like, that was the best time. It's super cold.
We don't have a soccer aspect for TallahasseeUnconquered yet. They're open.
Hey, drugs is the right one. I'm about that. Now, granted, ain't the best player, but I can do some coaching. I can do a little coaching.
I don't even know if it's travel. I'm assuming it is.
Man, travel soccer bigger than travel flag.
Right. No, yeah. It's definitely some
travel soccer.
Yeah. We got to direct the contract for you. We got to finish filling it in.
I'm with it. Like I said, and my thing is, I'm trying to wrap this up. My wifey just hit me. But no, definitely as far as soccer, especially in our neighborhoods, like, because with football and basketball, that's cool here in America. That's straight. But that's soccer. Right. Soccer is international. I mean, so you can take that ball and go to Europe, go to Africa, go to Asia, go to Australia, because it's everywhere. Like, I seen it I went to Europe in '98 when the World Cup was popping. Like, I saw how popular soccer is in the world. You know what I mean? And we already got the athletic ability in our communities. If we can put it in that, I'm definitely with that. You know what I mean? That's always been my pitch when it comes down to getting kids out here for soccer. It's like, basketball and football can take them somewhere, but that soccer ball can take them around the world. And that's one part I want to give your kid. But anyway, we're gonna get up out of here. Again, I appreciate you guys. To get down to the coaching thing, just holler at me. I got you. Anybody out there, y'all make sure to holler at my boys. I'm having the information down below, so y'all make sure to get in contact with them. Also, to them donations, make sure y'all get the donations out because they trying to do some good things. I think this I'm sipping on. I think this rum finally getting to me. So I'm slurring words, missing verbs and stuff. So we're gonna get up out of here. See you guys next week. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
Appreciate you.